let's do it. I have my guest here, Adam. Say hi.
Hey.
Hello. We will be playing Fortnite while doing this podcast. Actually, it's my first podcast, actually. So, let's get into it. I think the first thing to talk about would have to be where Fortnite's going in future. I mean, at the moment, it's going a bit like both ways. Oh, look, a Black Knight. But I think it's definitely going both ways. I mean, it's good, and then it's bad. It goes up and down. Would you agree?
Yeah. Like sometimes I had something good, like double pump, and then, well, it was never added, it was always in the game since season 1, but it's a meta. You don't remove a meta. You fix it, you nerf it. You don't completely remove it.
Like, and of course, also speaking about, you know, Dusty Depot and OG Factories, instead of like doing something slightly different to it, they just threw a meteor at it, which completely ruined pretty much our favorite places. We were excited for it, but then I think
the meteor crash was just like, it was very hype.
Yeah, I think they went a little over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's doing that glitch where you dance.
They went way too over the top, especially when they also destroyed OG Factories. Like, you couldn't have just destroyed one place, you had to destroy 2.
Alright, got those easy kills here. One pump to both of them. Sorry about me taunting, they did it, team did it to me last round, so I had to do it to someone else. Yeah, but they've definitely ruined it for the OG. Yeah, sure, they're bringing back old skins, which actually made more OGs angry, because I have a feeling the OGs wanted their normal skins that they paid for, not glowing, shiny ones. And
I mean, the Stormtrooper, when that was released, I mean, they did good for it, making an OG version, but the crack shot, not an OG version. Gingerbread Man, probably not going to have an OG version.
Yeah, all they did with the gingerbread for the OGs is just make a burnt version, which I'd like, you know, the non-burnt version, considering I like it, my little gingerbread man.
And we're not even 100% certain that that's going to be for only OGs yet.
Yeah.
It's only going to be 100% certain when it's released.
Exactly. And it's just like, what are they doing with this game? It's fine, you know, in the end it's alright.
From a business standpoint, it's very understandable, making a lot of profit from selling OG things, what you could only get for a limited time.
Yeah, I get that from a business standpoint, but
from a gameplay OG standpoint, especially when you own the skin, then really,
it's probably a bad idea, but I'm just gonna use this. I get that, and I completely agree with you, but it's just like, and I also get like making new things. People do get bored of the old things, but it's just like, keep a little something there. You know, keep a little something of a reminder that is still there.
OG sport what hasn't changed, and it's only changed once this season with soccer field to a football stadium. And that's certain park. That's the only thing that stayed. Everything else has changed. Flush Factories is now gone with season 7.
And even then,
that was another OG
even
sport.
Then, I don't really care about Pleasant. It's these specific spots that we're in right now as we speak that truly matter.
in season 2 and 1 was the most popular spot. So it would get the most hate if removed.
I agree. And if they just if they remove the divot and just rebuild it, even if it's like like a futuristic rebuild of like OG factories,
sure from
it's better.
Season 4 to now, that would be at least a year time skip by around now. I'm pretty sure that part, just that little part where OG Factory was, could have been rebuilt, and OG Factories as well.
Exactly. And I think for a long time now, they could have already had OG Factories back up and running and the divot filled.
Not the entire divot, but at least some of it.
Yeah, at least some of it, pretty easily. But what did they do?
All
they just made it overgrown.
Yeah, just left it to be overgrown.
Even if like the grassy hills that led you over the OG factories weren't there and it was just concrete, but OG factories were still there, that would be fine. Turn it into Russia for all I care, okay? I'm joking, I'm sorry for any of my Russians out there. But like that would still be fine. Who cares if there's no grass there, but like just bring something that's left of course there's something left of divot, but OG factories really mattered and it's like there's nothing, it's just dust. Yeah. Well, maybe have like a really big gravestone that just says rest in peace OG factories and then next to it is OG factories.
I mean, it's very nice of Epic, but they did make a gravestone. I think it's like, if I can remember, like.
Is it near like in the desert area?
Yeah, around here for Musehouse. In one of his videos, someone got knocked off the edge by.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they made a ripstone, but they can't make a ripstone for an entire place. It's a YouTube that's very popular, and yeah, but it's just one video, one little mistake. Like if you made a gravestone for every popular person who died in every spot, then this game might as well be called Gravestone instead of Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean, they're just pretty much ruining the experience for other players or older players that loved the game back then. And like, I don't get the point on changing the, like, I get like changing the rarities of the guns, but like, you know, the little design, how they were more like glowy. I don't get that. Just leave it as it was. That at least brings something that was already there in the mechanics and keep it there. Double pump was gone, which I can see how some people wouldn't like and some people would because they get absolutely thirsted. But it's just like, dude, bring it back. Of course, it'd be like a 60 or 50-50 on like bringing double pump.
And not only that, but now they're going to a bit of clickbait. If you haven't seen the unbolted loading screen, then well, not really loading screen, but screen on the news, it shows Dusty Depot. That's, yeah. I
mean, I get it, like you know, oh, like it's old guns, so we're just gonna bring back the old Dusty Depot in the thumbnail. But I don't get why they couldn't have just pretty much easily, and I wouldn't say easily, like it comes with a lot of coding. I get that.
From keep it here. From unbolted to someone. You gone?
No.
I'll put it in the box too. Jump for me. I hit him for a 27, he has a shield. No, throw in the box.
I'm dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just when the building's in the ground, you just can't edit anything.
I know. And that's another thing they should fix: terrain. They're like trying to fix as many underground spots as they can. But I know a foolproof way how to fix it all. Just patch in all the blank space under the ground with like actual solid ground. I know it will take up a lot more space and stuff, but it will patch any kind of glitching spot and the builds going through walls.
Yeah, like would you rather your players leaving and stop playing Fortnite? Now I get they probably wouldn't leave Fortnite just because of a little glitch in the ground, but still.
Yeah,
would you rather fix it or?
The first under the ground glitch, which was discovered in season 2, that was massive. Like, so many people died from it, and like, at least it got patched, you know?
They patched it, but like, it took a while for them to notice it.
Which makes no sense, because so many people posted about it before.
And as soon as there's like a real big problem, it would take them about 16 years to get to it. For something that's little, right? It's not really a big problem. No one really wants it fixed at all, actually. Nah, we're getting that just straight away because people kind of want it.
Hi. But with the smaller problems, yes, it took them like ages, but like the SMG meta, let's just keep on buffing the SMG, and it was to counter the double pump. But what do they do when they remove double pump? They just do nothing about the SMG. They keep it the same, and that's what put us to this SMG meta. But they're not going to remove it like they did with double pump, because that meta has been here since season 1.
That's true that.
Once you get out the old and put in the new. Like I saw this really good with block post, which is even better than the block. What? Now into it. Okay, give me 1 second. What? Yeah. Look here. Oh my god.
What's going on?
I don't know. It's
We're heading on to a bit of a...
everything old and changing it all with something new.
Going on a bit of a more outdated subject, but still a subject I think worth talking about. This subject is the SMG buffs.
Yeah.
What's going on? The amount of buffs they've had is amazing. Oh, so close. God damn it. Now just real quick finish him so that he can't tell his teammate. Here comes his teammate. Good job. Get me. Alright, anyways, I'm not getting distracted. The SMG buffs. They've had like 8 buffs. Instead of people complaining, which people have been complaining heaps of times. And instead of nerfing it, what do? Let's buff it around 4 billion times, shall we? What's going on? Like, what are you doing, game? And Epic has a bit of a... At the same time, they have a bit of a rivalry with their community. And it's confusing why they'd be having a little... I mean, they listen to the community so much. But there's just parts that they couldn't care less about, which is fine. So most game communities can't listen to everything they say. Right?
Yeah, like, you can't listen to everything the community says, but Fortnite has just stepped a tiny bit over the line with listening to the community. The community asks for something enough, and in the right communities, then it's gonna happen.
And of course, I think the reason I listen now, this is sometimes, they haven't done this all the time. They do this a lot, but they do it a lot. When it's like a major problem in the game, they kind of ignore it. Maybe because it's like easier for them to do little problems. I'm not saying just that it's only that, but it's just possibly.
And I've only used, if I remember, double pump like once or twice when it was out.
Yeah.
And like, oh, it's used the same as the phone.
Yeah, we're using a launch pad. Hang on. I know where these guys are going.
Wait, give me 1 second, I'll follow you.
I'm dead. I'm probably gonna die here.
It's not, it wasn't letting me on this time. So now it is. Where are they?
Just
Oh,
up
there's
here.
someone behind you.
Yep. Oh my god. Kill him. Kill the bastard. Kill the late bastard. Tell me, tell me. Oh, of course I have to stop the heal, by the way. You know, that's just common. And here comes another plane, ready to just first us again. They can't be battle royale if they can't first out, and there they go.
No, where's
Yep,
his
he's
teammate?
gliding down, he's gliding down. Oh,
Oh, I didn't get enough. I don't have enough time for him. Yeah, I'll go back. I'll see what this is about.
alright. Whew. I saw that the plane, also the players. I'm going to talk about this just alone until Adam comes back. The players of this game, and what it was before, it was like a happy, fun, everybody would dance with each other kind of game. But if you do it today, they don't care, they will shoot you. And even if there's another team shooting at them, and there's a teammate down that isn't on their team, they'll just go for you. Forget the team with RPGs actually hitting your plane. No. Or just you in general. They will go for that BM. It's ridiculous. And I don't think it's fair. At all. So, what is there to do about that? Nothing, because literally the PUBG players start coming in. Now, not all PUBG players are all salty like that, but like some PUBG players just. Hey, I was just talking about our community, the community and players around, and how like it was all nice and friendly.
Wait, okay. There's one thing. You know how Overwatch is like 2 years old right now? Almost 3. Now they're trying to do something with toxic community. One of the best hit game players, the fan, pretty sure he's called, they banned him for toxicness. He kept on throwing games and everything. And he told people to throw games as well. And they finally did something about it. But see, they were too late for that. There's too much toxicness. We're gonna have to get rid of most of the community, most of their people, if they want to wipe it out completely. But the thing is, that's the thing with Fortnite. It's new, it's only a year old. They need to remove the toxicness now before it's too late, and there's just too much of it to remove. It's like a pandemic. You have to wipe it out before it can kill us all.
And well, the community of Fortnite, it's an interesting place. Also, my mic's echoing off your mic. I don't know what's happening there.
Oh, yeah, me just put down.
So, the community of Fortnite and Epic Games is a bit of a wild party. It's a mix of happy, but mostly, but mostly just absolute toxicness and just people wanting to kill each other as fast and as quick as possible. Back in the old days, you could dance with someone for the entire game, even when it's just a 1v1. Mostly people, even if they saw you dancing with other people, and like it's late game, they'd still leave you alone.
Yeah,
but nowadays, even if you tried dancing with the person you wanted to dance with, he'd still kill you.
Yeah, right.
You could do the most friendliest taunt that exists in Fortnite, and they might look at you for a second, right, and just go, nah, and just kill you.
Yeah, right, you could do like, just a simple, you could do anything. The toxic stats that's even going to pro players like Dr. Lupo. One of his clips is him, this dude was being the most friendliest player ever. He was AFK, he dropped all of his guns and started dancing. And instead of dancing with him, all he did was shoot him in the back of the head.
Well, Dr. Lupo?
Yeah.
No, I see. I kind of get why he did that. I still think he wouldn't have got banned for it. But streamers like Dr. Lupo, that fame, there are Epic employees that like his content, but still have to do their job if they're friendly with people, right?
Yeah, but like.
I know. I get what you're saying. I actually agree with you, but I get that. But he could have like a little quick dance, you know, maybe dance with him for like a couple of minutes, and then. And clearly the person that was dancing with him was a stream sniper, like a nice stream sniper that wouldn't just kill you.
Yeah, I mean, like...
He could have just told him that I have to kill you so I don't get banned, and I have a feeling the stream sniper would have understood. But instead of doing that, no, just popped him straight in the head, and no. And I have a feeling if an Epic employee saw that, they'd be fine with it, because you're still killing him. It's just a fan that just, you know, wants to dance with you for a little bit.
You could dance for a little bit, that won't get you banned.
So just have a little fun.
Is dancing with him and then going on playing the game with him without even damaging him to get to late game. Now that's how you get banned.
And see, Ninja can be the same way at times. He's mostly a pretty friendly lad, but you know, but like again, same thing. Like he has to do all that, you know, protect so he doesn't get banned. But he does dance with them for a little bit. Now, for all those Dr. Lupo lovers out there, I still love Dr. Lupo too, man. Not in a gay way, no homo.
Yeah, he doesn't love Dr. Lupo. He's funny.
Yeah, but...
He's a really old, funny guy.
I think Ninja does it a little better with interacting with his fans in-game. And I think you know for a fact that, you know, there are always Epic employees that also like his content, just watching him. And I think he knows that. But they still leave him be when he dances with them. He has to kill them.
Yeah, as soon as he kills them, like, at least a minute after.
And like, he tells them in the stream, because obviously they know it's a stream sniper, except, like, you know, I don't actually, no, I'm not going to call them stream sniper, I'm going to call them, like, stream dancers.
Yeah.
No, stream friendlies.
Stream snipers are people who kill you. But stream dancers are people who, stream friendly. So they're just people who just want to interact with you in the game they love and with the content creator they love.
Exactly, and of course I get it. Like he probably wouldn't take stream snipers that kindly, and he might think that Ninja nowadays might think, oh, a stream sniper, let's kill him. Because I know he has had a little beef with like reporting people that aren't actually stream sniping him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, can I have that? Can I have that? Because yeah.
I was just stacking them, so...
Yeah. And it's just like... I get that, and like, you'd be a little nervous on like, you know, like reporting them now. But I think he still can tell the difference between like a friendly stream person and a non-one. Because if a friendly one drops their weapon, all their weapons, and starts dancing with you... Now, of course, there has been stream snipers that, you know, pretend they drop their weapons, but they have like a sneaky pump there.
Yeah. And
once he starts dancing, pop in the head. But I think he'd still risk it, you know, and it's like... Dr. Lupo just has no chill of that. Of course, because they know he's in the stream, and like, you know, it's like a stream sniper kind of thing. He would have had Ninja would have said, I have to kill you now, and obviously, I've seen it. The people nod their head. And then they of course, kill him.
My favorite content creators are ones who interact with their fans not just through talking on the stream but through the actual game. That's why Wizard 101 streamers were my favorite for so long, because they would never refuse a let's play together with you.
Yep.
They would always play with you and interact with you and do all this stuff.
Exactly.
I would even help you quests what you haven't really difficult time with. Right.
Yeah, and Ninja's a bit like, I think like I kind of do want old Ninja back though, you know, like the old swearing one, you know, it's funny.
I mean, he seemed a lot more fun than like,
yeah.
He seems like a bit more interactive with like everything that's going on.
And I think, but I completely accept his new self, like no swearing.
Yeah.
And there's no like excuse for like saying no, he should go back to his old self. You're allowed to prefer him to go back to his old self, but it doesn't mean he has to.
Like, he has 100 reasons to not go back to his old self, and they're all perfectly reasonable reasons.
Exactly. But the reason he doesn't do it anymore is because occasionally he accidentally does like the little swear. By the way, there's a plane that recognizes us. The little swear.
Yeah.
And I understand that, you know. And of course, it all happens to the best of us.
And then the people who hate on Ninja for like doing a tiny wrong thing, which not even swearing, on a late night stream, like, come on, just let him have at least a tiny bit of fun. Like,
plus, and like, they criticize him when he swears, even though they want him back when he swears. No, when he actually swears, nah, mate. Worst person. I'm gonna report him to Twitch. I'm gonna do all this stuff. Leave him alone. Leave Ninja alone, man. Of course.
People. And what you won't report Tim, Dr. Lupo, and all that stuff when they swear. Yeah. No, only Ninja, because he changed his ways.
Now, a lot of people this may be a streamer that we don't really recognize, right? I recognize it. I watch him. I do watch him. Dr. Disrespect. Hang on, we'll just sneak up on these guys here.
One of them is headshot there. We both shotgunned him at the same time, but mine hit for a bit more. You
Hell yeah. Hang on, I just want this. Where? Okay, hang on. Take that and.
Yeah. As I said, I'll pick up the green pump.
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect. He's been getting a lot of crap.
I know, like.
Did you really?
Jokes told about him from other people, like at the TwitchCon Rose, like Dr. Lupo did a couple of stuff, a couple of jokes were involved Dr. Disrespect and Tim the Catman.
Yep.
Right? But like, you don't have to go that far, like, you don't have to be telling jokes about him as if he's a really bad person.
Yeah, and like, here's the thing, people think that he's so rude, right? And that he's so crazy. And you want to know why they think that? Because you know how like if you don't know, Dr. Lupo is doing an act. He's putting on an act. Have you seen him in real life? He has grey hair and all that. And the reason people found that out, and I think if you're actually a fan of him, you'd find that out easy. And the reason people do it, they don't know he's putting on an act. Like there was recently shots, people that hated him, shot at his house with a gun and broke his upstairs window, and he's, instead of like, you know, the black hair and the glasses, he's came back with his normal self, you know, grey hair and all that, and being a nice chill guy. Of course he got a little bit enraged, because obviously you would when there's a gun and a bullet that's gone through your window.
Yeah,
understand. Oh, like, people don't realize it's an act. He's actually a really nice guy. He actually has a family too. It's an act he's putting on. He's acting. We need to get the zone fast. But he's acting, and people don't understand it. And I don't get it, because they're giving him so much, they're criticizing so much. Of course, some people are now slowly starting to get that it's an act, and like, you know, he doesn't actually mean any of it. But, and of course, you want to know who it is? So you know how 12-year-olds, right? They swear every day.
Yeah.
Right, they swear every day. But as soon as they see a streamer that they don't like that swears, and they get that opportunity to possibly get them banned. Of course, at their fame, they never get banned, but they still take that, even though, yeah, I swear all the time, right? I'm not 12, I'm pretending to be a 12-year-old here. I was like, oh, you know, I swear all the time, but this person sweared that I hate as a streamer, I'm gonna report him for swearing, because I feel offended. And she's like, shut the absolute fuck up.
Yeah, I've got one PUBG clip where Ninja killed that one dude and swear at him for swearing at him. Like, everyone like hated him for it and stuff.
It's like, you know, it's a little understandable. Hunting rifle, blue hunting.
It's perfectly okay. No, I have a bulky.
Alright. I have a heavy. Which I think is perfectly okay. I mean, of course. No, it wasn't a PUBG, it was H1Z1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know H1Z1 had prox chat.
Yeah, proximity chat. It's only on PC, I believe.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know.
Yep.
You know, I don't have a PC.
But, yeah, like, I think, he called Ninja a faggot or something, and of course the ironic meme, what the fuck did you say, me, you little shit? which were but of course that the people that got offended. Here's the thing: the people that got offended by him on that clip laugh at that meme, which is from that clip, and laughs at it. But as soon as like he swears in his actual but as soon as he swears in his actual stream, no go, my dude. What the fuck? What is he doing?
He hasn't seen us. Now they know. Yep, one of them's not. Tag 1 for 1 for 46. He's clearly a real default boy.
Yep.
Where is he?
Not
He's down below.
Yep.
Tag his teammate once.
Get that little nook and cranny. Got him.
Nice. Yep. I just saw him right there and then you one pumped him.
Yep.
We need sniper ammo. I have plenty.
No, I have plenty. Don't worry about it. There's a plane back up there.
People wonder why people rage, and those are the people who are who wonder about us, but other people who don't fight toxic people. It's toxicity what makes people rage. I just got hit by one of them. Oh,
I'm probably dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, I was freaking out there. GG.
Yeah, my floor wouldn't face.
Yeah, the clean up crew, you know.
Yeah. Also in janitors.
Give it that's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like you know it's only like 12 years now. Of course, parents take a part in this, right? Parents also. Yeah. Do you take a?
Parents are kind of the ones what turn Ninja into the self he is now. Emailing him that they have to like watch him on mute because they like love watching him, but they can't hear. But like they don't want their kids to hear that kind of language.
Yeah. Hey, just for the podcast, right? Just for the podcast, go on Playground and we can just mess around.
Or we could go on creative.
Nah. We'll just 1v1 where we do the podcast. It's just like, what? Like, it's like, the parents should just leave him alone. He is his content creator. It's not his fault if a 12-year-old or a 9-year-old follows him. That's their choice. Just don't let your child follow him.
But not only that, but I'm pretty sure back then, you had to press an 18+ verification to watch the stream. So you clearly had to purposely click that it's okay button and watch him. Not, I pulled up the stream and it didn't show an 18+ verification.
Because I'm pretty sure you have to do that. It's scripted into it, but no.
Yeah, I know.
And we'll go, where do you want to go, the 1v1? Tilted right.
Oh wait, why am I on 1 health?
Oh yeah. No, we still have 100. Yeah, but technically that adds as like 100 health.
Yeah, 101 health, why not?
Yeah, I switched teams by the way.
Yeah.
You're still seeing name tags. But
yeah. But I know why it's like this, because Callum was on Playground last, he always changes settings to
It's still, I still think these streamers give so much hate. And of course, like, once, people probably told them, there's an age verification you have to do. No, the parents just have to go, no there wasn't. It's like, oh, maybe because your child pressed that, and now you don't get the notification because your child's already pressed it. And they go, nope.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's like, yeah.
Well, have you asked? Have you been asked?
And of course the child says no, just so they can avoid getting in trouble.
Yeah.
But get this get Ninja in trouble for the most bullshit reasons.
Or
and it's unfair.
Make kit and pop it.
Yeah, I just did actually.
Yeah, me too. I found mine out of a chest.
But for the most bullshit reasons, and then the parents, of course. Now I think Ninja's only been sued once, and of course the money he makes, it didn't really matter. But there's a thing that the parents are that low and sue him. because he said a naughty word. Which, by the way, probably when those parents argue, they use a naughty word, and probably the child's in front of them when that happens, or can at least hear it. It's fine when they do it, but when Ninja does it, get out of here, I'm suing you.
Yeah, Ninja even agreed with that stuff. He was like, I like the old days where I could say whatever I want and it wouldn't be all over social media.
Well, see, no, probably not whatever I want, you know, but like, you know, nothing racist.
But, like, you know what
I completely know what you mean.
Yeah.
What do you mean? And it's just, what is this world and community doing to him? Now, of course, most of his community obviously loves him, or else they wouldn't be following him. Now, I think it's ridiculous, because I know this happens. People just follow him, or sub to him, just to know when he's streaming, so he can take the piss out of him.
And listen, yeah, and just to listen to about one tiny naughty thing, what doesn't even mean anything.
I hope there's no loot drop.
I just use it against him.
Yeah, and it gets him in a massive amount of trouble, you know, and it's unfair for him. It is unfair.
Yeah.
I just don't get it, why they do it. And I mean, of course it's giving Ninja more popularity when they follow him, but it's still like, it'd probably be a little nice if they just didn't be a dick to him.
Yeah.
Just because he swears doesn't mean anything. I swear every day. Do people care? No.
No. Like, no one cares if you do or don't. Well, depending on what family you live in, like being a religious one or whatever.
Oh no, see, I'm in a religious family, but they don't really focus on it. But like, you know, I've had family. I'm
but
Christian.
Like
I'm Christian, right? But by the way, don't kill each other. Just we're still collecting loot.
Yeah.
But it's like, I live in a religious family. They're Baha'i, which is just another form of it. I'm Christian. And I've gone around other Christians, and I tell them I'm Christian. They accept that, and I swear. And you want to know something funny? They don't care.
Yeah.
And even Baha'i, right? Even Baha'i.
Yeah.
I've seen Baha'i people swear, and oh, do you want to know something so funny? They don't care. And it's just ridiculous. And like, most families don't care.
When a streamer swears, it's just like, oh no, God forbid them.
And just not stream snipers. No, sorry, just stream snipers. And just not just streamers, just content creators in general.
Yeah. Like, there's even like with meme, you know that meme of top 5 YouTubers who swore.
I know that guy.
As if it was an actual crime. Like, I was reading, and he said it as if it's illegal.
I know. I'm sorry. It's legal. It's just when you really think about it, it's letters put together.
I mean, I don't even know why they count it as words. Like, what's the meaning behind it? I bet you I could search. I could read every single letter in the dictionary, and I wouldn't see a single swear word in it. Well, I mean, it's just a made-up word. Like, it's just a made-up dictionary word. It's like wubba lubba dub dub. Like, it's exactly like that. It's just a made-up word. If it's not in the dictionary, then it has no meaning.
Like, kind of like the word fag. That's made up, I'm pretty sure. Faggot isn't. But I'm pretty sure fag was just a short version made. Correct me if I'm wrong. But doesn't it kind of just sound like a short version? It means the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it is the shortened version.
And it's like, and of course, I'm not going to mention any names, but you know who gets so offended when, like, if I were to say that. Not even when it's not directly to him. I've only said it directly to him because he was being an arsehole, right? Not mentioning any names. The only names I'm allowed to mention is mine, Jacob, and Adam's, because we're just a podcast. But
or like any streamers where
of course they'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Like, we're just,
it's not like we're gonna get sued for saying.
I mean, I didn't ask if I could.
Give them more popularity.
Yeah, but I didn't ask if your name could be in there, but I'm pretty sure you'd be fine with it because we're both the hosts of the podcast.
One off topic from Fortnite thing though is about YouTube and PewDiePie. Like they've been like YouTube has been supporting PewDiePie for so long and made it okay that he could swear. But out of the blue, no, there's people who are getting up to, so you're not allowed to swear anymore. But these other ones with like who just reached 10 mil, or they can swear like at least 100 times a video. But no, you can't. You can only swear like 3 times, and that will give you a demonetization, and that's it. Anything more in your thing will be gone. Like that's literally what they. It's like what they did out of the blue after supporting him for so many years.
Yeah, but still, so even Jake Paul. You know what Jake
posted a video of suicide.
Now I know it's a bit outdated, but it's still a bit of a really sensitive topic to talk about. Jake Paul, by the way, hang on, get rid of that.
Oh no, it was Logan Paul video.
Logan Paul, sorry. We'll do it on 40, like 47, 40.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, sorry.
Yeah.
He was laughing at that body. He was doing anything he could just to get some really just to get some little content. Oh, what am I doing? Pyramids. Oh, I'm getting pushed.
But YouTube did nothing about it. Like absolutely nothing. It didn't get taken down. But the only person who took it down was Logan Paul. He's the one who had to take it down.
And people say, oh, maybe like, you know, YouTube secretly did a little. I'm gonna push through my bills. Secretly did a little something. So like maybe YouTube like secretly like sent him a message, you know, maybe something like that. No, I don't think so. I think
why
you just.
Why would they tell him to do that?
Why not just delete it?
Yeah, I know. Like YouTube can do whatever they want. It's their platform, like, and they put rules of conduct. What popular people with a lot of subscribers, like Logan Paul, at that time, who had a lot.
Sorry, hang on, I was just focusing. I had the disco. GG.
So welcome. Yeah. But like, it's in the code of conduct that you're not allowed to post stuff like that. And he does it, and they do nothing about it. They ignore the code of conduct for people like him.
And of course, he didn't even blur the dead body. But here's the thing: the people that actually, you know, reviewed the video, but they blurred the body, they either get demonetized or their channel deleted.
Yeah.
Let's go get mats and like more like things. Even though Jake.
Yeah, do you have a medkit? I have a big short if you have it.
You can drink the select roots.
Yeah.
But Jake Paul and Logan Paul, sorry, I keep getting too mixed up.
Yeah.
When they show a real dead body, real by the way. No, it's fine. Just get a little demonetization and leave it for like 2 years and then delete it.
And not only that, but like, what happened, right? Was Suicide Forest is a place for a personal, peaceful death, right?
Yeah.
But it's not really personal and peaceful when someone records it for millions of people to see, is it?
Yeah, and then just goes, oh guys, look at this content I just got. I just found a poor man's dead body from a noose. Make sure to subscribe and hit the look, and like he'd act all that sad. It was so obvious he was acting. And then you go, make sure to hit the bell and the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
And only that, but one of his best friend's dog died, and what he said mid-video, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Mid-video. When he's having a personal talk with him.
And
like, what are you doing?
No. I'll tell you what he's doing. I'll tell you exactly what he's doing. He's using these friends of his and betraying them, making them think that he's actually wanting to be friends with them, and just using them for content whenever he can.
Yeah.
They're pretty much just little like chew toys, and he's basically these chew toys just repel like content for him.
Yeah.
If my cat died and then he was talking to me, right, I thought he was my friend and all that, and then he says make sure to hit that like button, I would kick him out of my house.
I would just instantly just leave with his keys and just be like, no, you're going too far, and then just shut the door in his face.
I would get his keys, go in whatever Lambo he bloody has, and crash it into a fence.
I mean, yeah, you may get like sued and have to pay for everything,
I
but
don't give a shit.
You literally just like you're going on YouTube.
Okay, hang on. He may sue me, right? But then I can counter sue him for showing a dead body and mortifying. What a mortifying experience that looked like for a kid like me, seeing a dead body.
I know, like there's so many kids watch it as well. He's a kids channel, not a let's show suicide 18 plus channel.
And he pretty much at that point just, you know, kind of promoted suicide at the same time. Low key just promoted suicide, like, oh look at this guys, you can go in the suicide forest and do this as well. And here's the crazy thing, right? Here's the crazy thing. By the way, someone made a remake of that video. Got a different person, of course, remade the Logan Paul video, a different YouTube channel, and found a different dead body in the suicide forest, the exact same. Flew to Japan for it, and did the exact same thing. And I would say that he's more of a no, he's probably a little bit more of a scumbag than Logan Paul for doing that. And like just completely just like going, oh, he did it, so I can do it for even more content.
Yeah.
I think they're just actually, 50 by the way. I think they're just both the same amount of scumbags, you know? And it's just like, why would you do it, you know? What gave you the idea to do something like that? GG, that's all. You would shoot down. Sorry, sorry about the podcast, guys, but just a little focused here. But yeah. I don't think he's any better than Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I got pushed through my build.
Yeah, I saw that. You paid for it. No, but there's also a phasing problem in Fortnite, what we haven't mentioned, like...
Yeah. Just game mechanics, you know?
Why not?
Oh, damn it! GG.
Yeah, he didn't really guide your roof much.
But,
GG.
GG. Going away from the whole suicide thing, because it's a very sensitive topic, we're actually gonna go what Adam mentioned here. The fact about the phasing problem.
Phasing free builds.
Mechanics in general, right? It's a little bad, you know, like, I just don't feel like... no, sorry, I feel like it could be fixed really easily, you know?
Yeah.
Like fixed really easy. But they just can't do that. Like, I could easily just, you know, shotgun you there, but no, that was my chance to shotgun you there. But it didn't let me, because it phased me. Which... with Fortnite, they have a lot of mechanics, right? That, you know, it doesn't do good for the game, any good for the game. Some of them they get fixed, and some of them they just leave for no apparent reason. Maybe they want to leave it there, maybe they're too lazy.
I mean, they did something about it being the make it so that it looks yellow when you're phasing through, but all that fixed was people doing phase trap, where people phase through a build and they go up for a gun and they just phase through because there's a trap. And not only that, but it's still a thing and it still works on people because it's still no one expects.
Oh yeah, it does go yellow, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't help in build battles. Build battles is a big thing in Fortnite.
Yeah, like they have building. What made this game popular?
We'll go on 10. We'll go on 10.
Yeah.
And yeah, like they've put so much effort into the building mechanics. Sorry, I might have gone a little bit early there. Sorry.
No.
And like they put so much effort into the building, but they still pretty much portray that own good mechanic with one bad mechanic that just ruined the game. Are you seriously just gonna keep shooting me down? Like that's not very nice.
Well, you keep on let me stay above my head at the start, so just about that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Except that was kind of needed because we were both face to face there.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And you know, and they're portraying that build mechanic. Of course, things are going fine right now. But yes, okay, there we go.
In professional build battles where people are more aggressive than this, you know, then that's when like things start to get like, what just happened, and the mechanics more kick in. Like, one of Symphony's clips was when the wall placed sideways. The way what Symphony acted was very like.
Oh well, build limit.
Not
Look at
really professional.
He just kind of turned around and went back.
Yeah, I was at 140.
Yeah.
I don't know 140 health is terrible. But like the way Symphony approached how that happened was not really like professional of him. He was like, oh my god, and just stopped it moving and everything. Like I would continue the build fight as normal if they started talking about it.
And so I'm kind of like accepting the issue. Now I don't accept the issue, but like if it happens, right? If it actually happens, I'm a little annoyed. You know, I'm a little annoyed, but at the same time, I'm just like, maybe one day they'll fix it. I keep saying myself, maybe one day they'll fix it. You know, and obviously the phase through the build didn't happen anywhere there, but it still happened last time.
Yeah, I mean like. It didn't happen because we weren't as aggressive as other professional players.
Yeah,
we weren't
and yet, even if we weren't as aggressive and we weren't stopping every 3 seconds to try and shoot each other, I still got the high ground first and I still shot you. Right? And when aggressive players would just let every single second take a chance to shoot, when by the time they shoot, I'm already at the build limit.
Yeah.
And then they complain saying I'm a hacker because I'm apparently a fast builder when they're not practicing building. Yes, they might be good at building, but they call me a hacker for getting up there really fast and getting high ground fast, even though they're stopping when I keep going.
I mean, overbuilding is a thing what happens typically in build battles and playground a lot.
Agreed.
But like, so that's why I think in the pop-up cup, which should be going around now, should start about now, where they upped the build gathering percentage by 40, but made the material limit lower, a good thing. So then it would stop a bit more overbuilding. I mean, yes, overbuilding is fun and all, but like, sometimes if you just want to win, you don't want to like use all of your mats in one fight because this one dude just wants to overbuild.
Yeah, exactly. Because we got to admit, me and Adam here, of course we're good friends now, good friends. But back in the day of Fortnite, yeah, and still, like, it still could have happened now, but of course, you know, we don't really worry about these things anymore. We used to hate each other just because one of us was winning a game. Yeah, mechanics.
Just because of the mechanics.
We hate each other.
Like,
we stayed away from each other. Sometimes we tried to refriend each other, but one of us would just still be a little salty about it.
Yeah.
And it gets to the best of us, and we just think it's their fault, or, you know, each other's fault.
Yeah, but no, it's the game.
It's the game.
That's why...
Now, occasionally, yeah, but like occasionally it can just be our skill, but it also can be mechanics. And we hate each other, and I'm just telling you guys that because I'm like, don't hate each other over the game mechanics. We made that mistake. Of course, we learnt now, and like, you know, we're not like screaming 9-year-olds that hate each other all the time. I will go at 20.
You need to learn to have a break. When you start raging at things where we're actually fair, say like raging at this dude one-pumping you, that's when you just know you've been playing for too long, and just like, you need to take a break, play another game. There's many games out there that are very good.
Exactly. I agree with you just there.
Like, there's just so many games out there, but everyone's like, oh no, Fortnite's the best, and yet they haven't tried a single one of these games. You can't comment on the games you haven't played. Like, you
really can't. You just can't. Oh shit! I fell.
Like, if you comment on a game you have not played yet, then it's the exact same thing as like.
I mean, have you seen the Nostalgia Critic? Have you seen the Nostalgia Critic or reviews movies?
Oh yeah.
He actually, you know what? Because he actually watches the movies, and then there's people that in idol of him, right? In idol of him, try and do the exact same thing, but half of the movies they review,
they haven't even watched.
Yeah, and like the movies that they have watched is probably like Dora the Explorer episode 2.
I know. Like, honestly.
And like most of the points they bring up aren't very good. Now, I respect them for wanting to idol him. Completely understandable, right?
I mean, we're not saying that you can't have an idol. Having an idol isn't a very amazing thing. Like, having someone to look up to and standards to look up to is
completely fine. That is completely understandable and acceptable. No problem. Yeah. But still, what's going on there?
I'm actually, I was wondering why you weren't doing it anymore.
GG.
And when people complain about someone grabbing a gun first, or landing on them and taking a, like say you're opening a chest, right, and this random dude just lands on you and picks up the gun first when you were starting to open the chest and you landed first.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh my god, how did they do that? Actually, for those of you who don't know, there's a mechanic in the game where the gun will always spawn to the right of the chest. So people who pick up from the left will always lose that fight.
Yep.
And people like me, before I knew that, I always picked up from middle or left. I never picked up from right.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
And of course, like, me and Adam in Fortnite, and of course this podcast is about Fortnite and obviously streamers, and we snuck a bit of,
like
and we're,
anything, just about, like, anything Fortnite related.
Now, of course, we snuck a little bit of like, critics, like, movie critics in there, and I think we'll come back to that in this podcast. But, for now, we're talking about Fortnite. This is a Fortnite podcast, but we'll still sneak in a bit of, movie reviews. Because
like,
it kind of... Yeah, because like, it's also a thing worth talking about.
Yeah, like people saying Fortnite's the best, and yet they haven't played a single game. Yeah. Like, I know some people who just like buy a, like, say a PlayStation or something just to play Fortnite, and then
and then like they play it just to play Fortnite, and then they realize, right? Hang on, hey dude, I have a medkit for you, and then they realize. Hang on, I don't like this game. I only liked it when Ninja played it because he was actually good at it.
I know. Like, main point about that is idols, because idols typically go like, oh, he switched games, now I have to switch to that game. Idling is not copying. Idling is looking up to the skill, to their standard.
Exactly, and idols are an amazing thing to have. Idols are an amazing thing to have. But now you are copying your idol if you start like, you know, obviously you make a Twitch account and you name it Ninja, right? And then you play Fortnite. Like obviously you're copying him.
Videos. I've seen so many videos of all these dudes that are better than Ninja and all this. And one of them, they even went through the way to get the same hairstyle, bandana, and hair color as Ninja.
And you want to know something? Turns out, when you watch it, they're not better than Ninja. I wasn't expecting that.
When I bet you they like record at least 30 games until they get the win.
I know.
And even when they get the win, it's like, oh, that's not good enough win. You need a 10 kill one, so redo that. And like, then they're like, oh, fine. And like, just start moaning about, like, just complaining about it, and it's completely understandable. Like, it's just what people do for content.
Oh, by the way, sorry, we'll go on, just 2800. And then, like, literally, I saw a video that said, oh, this person's better than Ninja. You want to know who it was? You want to know who this person was?
Tifu.
No, it was Ninja. They just got footage of Ninja and said, this person's better than Ninja. Turns out the person's Ninja. And then, and when people, like, copy Ninja, right, you know, there's those Twitch streamers that copy Ninja and go, like, oh, look, it's Ninja. And they're like, sorry, and then go, hey, guys, I'm Ninja. And they expect to get, like, actually 0 hate, right? And then when they do get hate, they blame it on the community, right? And say, I'm not copying him, he's my idol. Well, I don't think you should copy and steal the fame off your idol, you know?
Yeah.
And of course they don't get any fame and no one follows them. The only follow they have is their great-great auntie that's actually already dead, but... Which is mean. Any of those people with great aunties that has passed away, I'm sorry for your loss. You're a bitch. I hate you. Your life is meaningless. No, not you guys. I saw that coming. I just saw it coming. You're a bitch!
I'm trying to drop you and one pump you midair.
Damn it.
See, that's what people typically do, but like when you first build the first 2 things, like they typically just like shoot you down 24/7 whenever you try to build them and just...
AKA Adam.
I'm not complaining about it. I'm not complaining about it. It's a mechanic in the game. I can't do anything about it.
Hang on. Are you playing on keyboard? Usually you're a better builder than me. I'm not.
I'm playing on controller.
Oh, understandable. Still, I think, as you can tell, I've got really improved on building.
Yeah.
Hang on, it's actually pretty simple to get high ground with my tactic. I can teach you. I think you've kind of gotten what I've been doing. So back onto the podcast. Oh, we've been doing the podcast for an hour now. That's actually really good. Most of my streams go for like 30 minutes or like 50. But you know, we'll keep going. Maybe we can get to 2 hours. You never know. But
yeah, podcasts typically go for like 3 to 5 hours. Those are the typical podcast times.
Yeah, I mean, it's a podcast. And of course, like, I've seen a lot of people, I used to think that podcasts are boring. The name of podcast sounded interesting, but when I went on to it, I thought they were just talking, not playing in game. I thought it was like a game, you know? Like you were meant to be playing games. Of course, there's mostly gameplay in the background. Or maybe there's just that little font saying, the podcast, and then they'd be talking. I think putting a little bit of gameplay in the background is more interesting while you're doing the podcast. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I love how they do that professional font. I love how they do the professional font. It's very interesting. And I might get one. I'm liking...
You're like a massive critic about it, and like your fans are like, and followers are all like diehard and would watch you 24/7 no matter how boring it is. Just listen to your voice, like your ASMR voice or something. And
hey guys, welcome to some ASMR. I'm sorry for anyone that just cringed and then died at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah. Going on to a different topic at the moment. There are a lot of hate against people that like certain things. Now, I'm not saying that I support everything. You know, I support everything. I don't care if you hate me, I don't care if you unsubscribe. I couldn't care less. I support everything. Now, for now, we're going to be talking about, like, and of course, I'm not any of these things, or I'm not. Are you aware of? I don't really know everything about it, but like, do you know bronies? Bronies, right?
Nope.
Really? I believe, if I'm correct here, I think they're like older people that just like My Little Pony a lot, and it's a little weird for me, but I'm also at the same time just like, you know what, you be you, right? And so many people, like, they could be making a video, right, and they know they're a brony, and then they just absolutely get hated on and telling them to kill themselves. It is not correct. You do not do that. We'll go at 20. We'll just go on 20. And if you're telling someone to kill yourself, you probably don't deserve to live.
I know. Like, it's just toxic communities in everything. Where,
Sorry, I actually didn't mean to do that. I'm not trying to block you anymore.
It's okay, it's okay. Whoa. Oh, I just fell into this building. Whoa. Yeah, my ramps don't like the place.
Fair enough. Ooh, I've got some I've got some good shots in there. But yeah, bronies. And for another instance, you're a bitch. Oh, come on! I'm gonna shoot you down.
My ramps are rotated.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, no, I hate when ramps rotate and I just got pushed out from my build. But
they're meant to encourage whoever press the wrong button because I've been playing a bit too much The Forest.
I realize that. How is that game? How is that game?
It's really fun. It's in
yeah, don't you gotta find your son or something?
Yeah, your son called Timmy.
Timmy, what a like cliche name. Are you like, dude? I've stopped blocking you. Stop fucking.
Well, I'm trying to get some pictures.
Okay.
Just it. Brain remover.
Okay.
Who knows? We might even move on to a different game for a second for this podcast.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe we'll go do some Overwatch.
Yeah. Overwatch is fun. Overwatch is actually quite a chill game and quick play. But like, it's when you get into like plat comps and all that and gold, you just start meeting the most toxic players who throw games whenever you don't want to play the character what they want you to play.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, this dude's like, bro, play Mercy.
And even if they can't kick you, right?
No,
even if they can't kick you, they'll just be toxic at you and try and troll you as much. They'll try and troll as much as they can. And it's ridiculous.
People who throw games, they're just like the what? People who throw games are now getting banned.
Yeah.
Like, it's in the code of conduct to not, like, it's called competitive. If you don't take a while to shoot down.
Yeah. There we go. It's called competitive for a reason. Like, let them play their own character.
It's not called throw the game. And the people who purposely try to de-rank, so then, like, they can, like,
troll people?
So then they can smurf.
I don't know, we need more materials.
Oh, yeah, I do.
It's just like
when they smurf, like, say they're like a top 500 and they just throw like 100 games.
Yeah.
It's not just you who you're affecting. You're affecting
everyone.
You're affecting 500 other players. Actually, no, you're affecting 1,100 other players. And
by the way, when they get hate and people are hating on them, they don't know why they're getting hated on.
Like, it's clearly obvious you're throwing games.
And they know they're doing it on purpose, but they expect no hate from it.
I know.
Now, going back to that topic about, you know, these poor people, like bronies, and then there's furries, right? And then there's just kind of like normal hobbies, like, let's just say, no, like collecting anime or something. That's a bit of a typical one.
Yeah. Another one which isn't very known, but people actually hate on skydivers. saying
What?
that they're risking their life, like that it's dumb, calling them dumb, and they
Now,
should just die right
there's
now
no
instead of
way-
dying before they have a plane.
I don't agree with them. I think they should let them do whatever they want. If they want to risk their life, they can.
Like, who don't?
But
Like, it's a very small community what hate on them, but it is a community what do hate on people who skydive.
yeah, and like, here's the thing,
And
right?
that's just because they don't like the sport. People hate on gamers because they don't like the sport. People hate on like everything, what they haven't tried out yet. You can't hate on something unless you haven't tried it, and even then, you still have no right to hate on it.
Exactly.
Everyone doesn't.
They hate on
like
gamers or their favorite streamers. Even if they're favorite streamers, they should support them in whatever game they play. If they don't play a game they don't like, oh, I am unfollowing you. I hate you now.
I'm not resubbing for that 12th month in a row. I'm gonna leave it for when you play a game I like.
I just troll them, right, and say, okay, fine, I'll play Fortnite. When they resub, just go straight back to that game.
Yeah.
Like, I think I hear Batman in the background. I'm not sure.
No, it's
Like-
Avengers.
Oh, but like, you're pretty aware of furries, right?
Yeah.
Now, I have some damn secrets that only a couple people know about. But going on the topic of going on the topic of furries and bronies, I'm not. I would never be a brony at all.
I mean, you're not even old, so.
Yeah, I know, and I would never be a furry. It's just like, but like, I completely accept them for it. Oh, by the way, we'll go at 20. Oh, unless you're still getting mats.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, but
I just need brick.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I'm on max with metal. What? I didn't see the cover.
But like, people tell them to go kill themselves, right? And like, the brony thing, like, yeah, I don't see why you'd want to collect My Little Pony toys, which is fine. It's your life, you know. You do whatever you want. It's fine. And then people hate on them. Of course, furries. I think it's just a thing because they like animals. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like it's some mental thing. And then there's even doctors, mental like therapists who hate them. And when they like say when their friends talk about like their grandma or something like being a brony, and then they typically reply with, "Oh, you should send her to me. I could fix her up."
Yeah, and then
Like, some doctors actually do that.
even though, and guess what? You want to know what mostly happens most of the time? You know what happened? It mostly does not work. And they come back and they're still there. And then they blame the doctor, which by the way, the doctor probably shouldn't be doing it. Like, it's their life. If you keep, oh my god. You keep shooting me down. Can we just make a rule that you don't shoot each other down?
Okay.
It's annoying.
I know, actually, guys.
But like, the GG still, that was a pretty good shot. And then they tell them to go kill themselves. And people have done it, right? And like with this app, the app, I'm pretty sure everyone's aware of TikTok.
A lot of people hate on it.
Oh
So
yeah,
many hate
I mean, I
people do
get
it.
that. Like some of it, I think they hate on it because some of it's cringe. I get that. It is.
Yeah.
But
It's very cringy, but
and I must admit, I've done
So
TikTok
bad.
before. I've done Musically before. I don't do it anymore. Obviously I don't. But like, still people hate on them because they're just enjoying what they're doing, right? Now, of course, probably when they get older, they're gonna look on their TikToks and go, "What the hell am I doing in my life?"
I know.
Like as I think we all do, but
Especially like with 8-year-olds who do, and then like they become an adult, and they're like, oh, and then they get an old phone, and they see TikTok and they click on it, they view all the videos, and they're like their face is stuck on cringe for the rest of their life, and that's how old people turn out.
I still don't think.
That's why they have like that paranoia.
I'm pretty sure you're aware of like the compilations where in the videos they show random people's TikToks and say, "Oh, the cringiest TikToks," right? On YouTube, without actually getting permission from the owners, and then completely embarrassing them. If they had friends, their friends are now gone.
I know.
And like, yeah, we're probably going into like little subjects there on this app that probably don't really matter, but still, there actually has been, I think like 1 or 2 people that actually have ball gone 14-10, like have taken their lives. Now maybe okay, just get off the app. Don't even worry about it, right? But you're a bitch. I actually hate you. I actually hate you.
Wait, did that work? Did that work?
Yes, it did. Oh my god, now I'm stuck.
I thought I didn't catch you.
No, so this is unfair now. What are you doing, man, dude? Come on, I stopped blocking you. Now you're doing everything.
Well, you said I can't sit down, so I'm just doing the next best toxic thing.
What, blocking me even though you don't want me to block you?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh my god. And you know, actually no, you still shot me down. You're like, oh my god.
I'm doing it by accident.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not.
Okay,
Anyways.
Okay, fine, man. I won't use video. It's my birthday. That's all.
God, now I'm stuck here. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Ooh, what's your birthday,
I can. You shot me down 5 times that build.
And 99% of, actually no, 100% of them were on accident.
No, they weren't. You don't act. Oh my god. Anyways. Yeah, but maybe we're going into like those subjects a little. It's like it doesn't really matter, but people have. It might be a little like, oh, shut up. No, they haven't. People have like 2 people have like taken their lives. Yeah, and then you might say, oh, like they're 2. Doesn't really matter. It's just like it kind of does. They're still human lives.
What if those 2 people were like your family? Then it would matter to you. Like,
yeah, like you might be bullying someone else on any app, for instance, right? And then say but like when you get that person that you bullied to kill himself, you don't care. But when it happens to your family member that gets bullied and kills himself, you hate everyone. It's like, why would you do this? Why would you get someone to kill himself? Yet you just did that to someone. And it's like, there has been people that bully people to the extent where they kill themselves. The bully gets arrested.
Yeah. So it's a crime even.
See, that's an actual crime. And it's like, what are you doing? It's like, we're going 30, so hurry, hurry, hurry.
Yeah.
Last one.
Alright, stamina out. I still made it.
Haha.
Okay, yeah, wow, it's laggy though. I just went on, my connection timed out as soon as it started.
Does Fortnite still do that when like the connection time's up?
What? I am lagging so much. My internet. I've never lagged this bad.
I'll probably just chill up here.
Don't worry, I'll get higher in 10 years.
Don't worry about it, bro.
Time.
I think we'll end the podcast as soon as the match ends. As for our first podcast, now going back to the movie review thing, right? Movie reviews. And the nostalgia. Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh, you would.
I was even gonna. I was just seeing how you would react. Oh man, now my thing's on 100 instead of 1000. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Oh!
Oh yeah, I would have won that if I wasn't lagging, mainly because my shot was delayed in the head.
I still got the 1 pump.
Yeah, you still got
GG
that
though. Yeah, but like going back to the movie review, like people copying, Nostalgia Critic would probably be an idol for me. I'm not going to be a movie critic. I thought about it. No, I might, you know, like I might have that little like. I don't even need maths. Yeah, we'll go on 40. Ha ha
Oh,
ha
that's
ha.
already there. I think I started it too.
Yeah, because you did it to me. Oh my god.
Well, that headshot.
Yeah, wasn't expecting
Great,
that.
never like stand back. I am playing in a very uncomfortable position. I made
Same.
hands. I have my arms wrapped around my legs. Well, my legs on top of my arms while playing.
Fair
I
enough.
think it's like improves your skill. Top 10 ways you can improve your skill on controller.
5 YouTubers who have sworn. Ridiculous guy. And even though I bet you that, and I bet you in one of his videos, that guy who made that actually swore. And expects to get nothing. No hate. Yeah, but finally going on that, on the topic. Oh shit, I fell. Oh, okay, I see how it is. Just gonna hide here and want to die. Oh!
Well, critical headshots in one fight.
Actually has more kills. Hang on, it says I have 0 kills, huh?
Yeah, that's the thing with Playground. It doesn't shoot kills anymore.
I think I've won, like, one. I think I've, like, yeah. So far, like, I think I've, like, yeah. I think I'm, like, 2 ahead of you. Now we can grab mats. Yeah, but going on the movie, like, people copy him, and I know I've said that before in the podcast, but I get that that's their idol, right? They love that. They love that guy. I love him, bro.
Yeah,
No homo.
Back to a point of, like, you don't copy your idol. An idol isn't someone you copy, it's someone who you follow.
Yeah, and you can get, of course, you can do the exact same thing as your idol, but don't completely copy, like, his ego and, like, you know, his costume, his, like, channel, you know. Just, if you want to do movie reviews, just do movie reviews in your own aspect, in your own little creation of how you want to do it. Don't copy him. Don't go like, hello, I'm the nostalgia critic. Hey, guys, so you, I tell you that so you don't have to. I believe that's it. I get a little confused with the intro. I believe that's what it says. And I've seen people do it, and I get it. I get what it's like to, like, you know, really love an idol. Yet, when they copy him, they expect that that's just fine, you know?
And that they will gain tons of idols and all that stuff. Like,
and it probably will take them 20 years to get even 1 subscriber.
I know, because you don't copy someone. You can't copy someone who does something better than you, because you can't.
And by the way, it turns out
idol, that means that you can't be better. You can't be better than your idol. Well, you can, but like.
Oh, you know, of course you can.
Your idol, you have your idol for like comedy and not skill. Then you could be better at skill. But if he's your idol, then you have to look up on him. You have. Like, they can't be looking up on
by the way, him or her, just for those crazy feminists out there, Jesus Christ, Lord help us. I'm sorry. But, yeah, like, you don't copy your idol. It's fine. I have, like, thousands of people that idol me. I'm kidding. I wish. But, like, I got my idols off. I actually got my idol for Fortnite off Ninja. Am I copying? No, I'm just talking about him in the podcast, and I'm just playing the game he plays. So does millions and millions of people. But I've seen people that idol Ninja, right? They say that they idol Ninja, and all they're doing is playing the game, right? And trying out tactics that Ninja did. Trying out tactics that Ninja did, by the way. Tactics. And apparently they're just copying Ninja. And they get hate because they're doing you're a bitch. And because they're doing those tactics on Ninja. So if you get what I mean here. You know how Ninja, you know, he might do like a thing when he's build battling, right? And though he says, though the person says, I idol Ninja. And then they do a tactic that Ninja would do in a build battle. People get messages saying that person gets messages saying kill yourself because you're copying my favorite person. You're not allowed to shoot straight away. Stop! Don't you dare! No, it's at 30. Okay, fine. I'll just place one there then. Go. And do you really think that's right? To tell someone to kill themselves just because he idols Ninja, which is 100% acceptable. Ninja would love to hear that, and he wouldn't give a shit if that person did, if Ninja wouldn't care if he did a tactic that he does in one of his videos. Your mic's gone a little fuzzy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. Way better.
And then basically, oh my god, I can't talk. When basically kind of fan, what a diehard, like they have subscribed, they have done everything they could to support him. Yeah. And then they meet this average fan who still loves the content creator, and then they're like to this person like, oh, have you done this, and this, and if you haven't, then you're not really his fan. And then like that really ticks me off because like anyone could be like a fan of anyone. You don't have to do anything to be a fan of anyone. Like
you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. Exactly, like you don't have to prove yourself to anyone.
Just watching at least one stream a week, you know?
Okay, you kind of had that coming.
I was on the higher ground, so I couldn't even place down a wall. So
yeah, no, same. That's why I did the flats, so I could easily get that quick 66 headshot on you. But yeah, like, and then it's ridiculous. Our community as people, our world, it's so fucked up, and it's not right. It is just not right. People die and like people, yeah, and when people mess up, you know, say something they're not meant to say, it happens. Okay, now of course I think if they do something like that they probably shouldn't have said, they get like a little criticism like, oh, I mean, did you not allowed to say that? And then they'd probably understand.
Sometimes it could just slip. Like sometimes it could just slip and then they would just get like absolutely beaten up for it.
No, I have seen YouTubers, right? I haven't seen the video, but they've told us, and I believe it, I do believe it, that people have got, like, you know, DDoSes or whatever, because they didn't like, the YouTuber didn't like what the DDoSer didn't like what the YouTuber said. He got the IP address, went to his home, and beat the YouTuber up. You don't know how old this YouTuber was?
How?
14. What do you expect from a 14-year-old or a 13-year-old, which I'm 13? We're both 13 here. Well, you're going to expect a 13-year-old to say something stupid, aren't you? It's going to happen. And then someone went up to his house, and of course this DDoSer got arrested, obviously. Like, you don't go up to someone's home, but a person's home, and beat him up. I'm not sure the sentence of the DDoSer, and I'm not even sure what happened. I know that, I'm pretty sure he served like a little bit of time in jail, I'm not sure. Like, the DDoSer was like, I believe he was like 18, so an adult. It was pathetic.
Yeah.
State troopers just had to come in and disperse the fight. It's just ridiculous what people do. Yeah, and this 13-year-old, he actually, after he said, well, I'm not going to say what he said, it was actually pretty offensive, but he immediately knew what he just said, and he apologized immediately after he said it. He said, oh god, sorry, I wasn't thinking straight. And everyone accepted that, except for this one arsehole.
Wait, where we meant to start? Just messing around.
Just over here. We can go when it hits 10.
20. No, 20.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I got there. We both got each other with a ramp.
Oh, you're a bitch. Hello.
Hey. I was just about to place Warbit, and I thought you went through. I thought you went through that ramp already. So.
No, I was just kind of right there, and I was like right next to you, and I was like, oh, this is my chance.
Oh wait, with something what me and other people always do is we just build up ramps right next to each other, and we just don't even shoot each other. We're like, hi.
Yeah. Hey, chill. By the way, if you want us. If you want any suggestions on what we should talk about on the next podcast, I'm not ending it right now. Oh, dude, fuck. Okay, you know, I'll still get high ground.
I said 4. I stopped for a second anyways. I just want to try one thing for our last battle. One thing.
Oh, oops, didn't mean to do that. You're a bitch. I hate you. Didn't work. Did not work.
Kicked me through. Yeah, I had to try it, Eddie. I could have trapped you in the box though. Yeah, that didn't work out.
No, I respect you for trying it.
I looked at my health for 1 second. I'm like, yeah, no, I ain't ramping out yet.
Hmm. Yeah, but I think so far this podcast has been really good. For our first podcast, I think we've done pretty well for ourselves here. Yeah, we've talked about some old topics, but I think topics we just need to absolutely get out of the way, because I do still... Oh, you're a bitch. I do still see people talking about these same topics.
Yet.
I don't care. Yeah, now when I land, you're just gonna shoot me.
Nah, I'll be chill about it. I knew we just missed the landing. I didn't know where to jump on that. Instant karma.
Yeah, instant karma. Oh my god.
Karma. Oh, it's not really karma if you karma someone. You know that first fight?
Yeah, it's meant to.
Well, at one point in the fight, you got me to 1 health.
Really?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, me.
That's when I made it up.
Yeah, I should have just kept shooting you.
Yeah, and I will pop those minis off. Like I am now.
Yeah, I saw that coming, I'm sorry, I did. Ooh, I could hear it. Ah, fuck yeah. Stop shooting me down, it's just actually so annoying though.
Let me reload my deagle, please.
No, I'm not gonna let you reload your deagle. Okay, let's go to Middle Mountain, just so like, you know, we have more time with the podcast.
Well, we can't, because it moves in 100% of the circle. So as soon as this ends, you know, this time, the entire circle will be filled up with the storm, and we'll get one-shotted by the storm.
Yeah, we can still go to Middle Mountain.
Whee. But anyways, this is just about the end of the podcast.
If you guys are enjoying the podcast, of course, like not many people, you're a bitch. Of course, not many people, only one person into the podcast didn't say anything. It was fine because people, I have a feeling people will,
I feel that one coming.
Yeah. But not many people, only one person into the podcast, but of course people will watch the podcast after, you know, it's uploaded to the channel.
Yeah.
And then they'll kind of see what we're doing, and I think they're gonna like this.
No.
Oh, I hate you.
I've seen clips of a plane backing off and hitting people. So funny. Just watch the plane. It typically does that and hit people. Oh no, I have no matters. I'm gonna try and trap you.
Yeah! Victoria! Well guys, thank you for joining in the podcast. We really respect you for watching it, and see you in the next